Daily markup for EURUSD for Tuesday, the 12th of December 2023. This is the daily chart. The swing is bearish. We had a break of structure here, after which we've had a pullback. We pulled back to this high probability zone, after which we are now continuing the bearish trend. So for me, because we've had this change of character and also this IBOS internal break of structure, so for me the pullback is definitely over, and I'm now looking at targeting this weak swing low. So we are currently, the internal is also bearish, the swing structure is also bearish, so both are aligned and it makes a lot of sense to look for shorts. Are there any high probability supply zones over here at the moment? Nothing so far, because I don't see a very clear supply zone apart from the extreme. So we'll wait and wait for more price action to develop. Going on to the 4-hour. The 4-hour is also bearish. So the daily is bearish, the 4-hour is bearish, and this is where we are as far as the 4-hour is concerned. We've had a break of structure here. After a break of structure, we can expect a pullback. Is this a pullback? I would not really consider this as a pullback. I'd like to see something deeper, because if this is the entire leg, we just tapped into this daily demand here, and I'm expecting a bit of a reaction, or which leads to this 4-hour pullback, but nothing so far. So it's not very clear whether the pullback has started or not. So at the moment, the H4 is bearish. I'm going to start getting rid of some of these. Yeah, this is where we are. Also, going back to the daily, I would also like to clean up some of this. So I'm going to get rid of this. This was what made this as a high probability zone, if you recall, because we reacted from this demand, and then this supply zone actually took out this zone. So this is a flip zone, and we were expecting a strong reaction. So this is over. I'm just going to clean up all of this. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Going on to the 4-hour, we said this is bearish. I'm going to get rid of this zone, and so I do have some kind of a zone marked here, which is likely to be not a very high probability zone, but we wait. I'd probably think this is more unmitigated kind of a zone here, and I'm just going to mark this too. So this is as far as the H4 is concerned. We've had a break of structure, and I'm expecting a pullback. For me, the pullback hasn't started yet. So that's as far as the H4 is concerned. Let's see on the H1 if there's more clarity. But yeah, you can just see that it's kind of like continuing the bearish trend. There's just order flow now, which is bearish in nature. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and we expect the trend to continue until it doesn't. So if I was to mark a zone, I'll probably mark this bearish candle as an H1 zone, and wait for price action to develop a little more. So definitely bearish, but I'm expecting a pullback on the H4. Moving on to the M15, this is where we are. The M15 is bearish. We've had a break of structure. We pulled back, and where did we pull back to? Just seeing whether we've crossed. Yeah, so we're definitely into the premium, from where it made sense to look for shots, and I now expect this is my weak swing low. We've already kind of come into this zone, supply zone, and we've had a reaction which I was hoping would take this out, but nothing has really happened, and we kind of now a little range bound. So I would be very cautious while looking for trades right now. Either we kind of go further up or below this, and once more clarity emerges, only then look at trading. So caution is what I'm looking at. As far as news is concerned, today we do have this ZEW Economic Sentiment Index. Not sure what that is, but we do have a lot of red news today at New York Open. So yeah, be cautious and let's wait and see. Are there any other demand zones that we can, any supply or demand zones that we can draw here? Nothing really substantial, there are zones, but they've not really led to anything. So for me, all this is pretty range bound at the moment. And, if I was to just kind of very quickly look at drawing something like this, this is where the entire range is. And, wait for a little more clarity to emerge. Once we kind of go out of these extremes, that's when more clarity is likely to emerge for me. So I'm just going to sit on my hands and do nothing until I feel more confident. So I am expecting, I am looking for shorts because that's in line with everything. But right now the M15 is a little, messy, to put it mildly. So wait and watch.